Hi, in this lecture I'll discuss exponents and powers. So we can write large numbers in shorter form using exponents. So for example, 10,000 can be written as 10 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 10. So it has 4 zeros, so we have 4 tens. So we can write it like 10 raised to power 4. So similarly, this 1 lakh can be written as 10 raised to the power 5. So here we have 10 as base in both the example, and 5 and 4 are exponents in both the examples. So similarly, we can write a multiplied by a as a square, a multiplied by a multiplied by a as a raised to power 3, then a multiplied by a multiplied by a multiplied by a as a raised to the power 4. Similarly, we can keep on doing it for 5, 6 or 7 times multiplying the same number. So let's try to write out like how we can write 128 as power of 2. So here, so let's see like how many 2's are there in 128. So let's take out the factor. So this is 64. If we divide 64, it's become 32, then 2 16, then 2 8, then 2 4, then 2 2. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So we can write 128 as 2 multiplied by 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 2. These are 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Or we can write as 2 raised to the power 7. So here 2 is the base and 7 is the exponent. So now let's take one more example. So let's take 72. So 72, we can take the factor which are 2 2 2 3 3. So we can write 2 raised to power 3 and 3 raised to power 2. Similarly, we can do it for 16,000. If we take out the factor of 16,000, we'll get 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 5, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can write 2 raised to power 7 and then 5 raised to power 1, 2, 3. Let's now try to convert some exponents into numbers, and let's see what happens with the numbers when we have negative bases. So first of all, let's see minus 5 raised to power 3. So we'll multiply minus 5 with minus 5 with minus 5. So if you multiply minus 5 with minus 5, it will be plus. So plus 25, because minus and minus will plus. And then if we again multiply 25 with the plus 25 with minus 5, it will become a negative number again, because plus, if we multiply plus with minus number, it will become a minus negative number. So here it will be minus 125. Let's try to see like what happens when we do it for minus 5 raised to power 4. So minus 5 multiplied by minus 5 multiplied by minus 5 multiplied by minus 5. So minus 5 will be 25 and minus will become plus. So now again if we multiply plus 25 with minus 5, it will become again minus. So minus 125, and then if we multiply minus 125 with minus 5, it will become again plus and 625. So we have this rule: if we have a negative base, so and we have an exponent which is an odd number, so resultant number will be negative. And if we have a negative base and exponent is even, the number will be positive number. So now let's see what happens when we multiplying power with the same base. So here let's try. Here the base is same, 2 raised to power 2 and 2 raised to power 3. So base 2 is same. So if we write and expand 2 raised to power 2, it will be 2 multiplied by 2, and if we raise 2 raised to power 3, it will be 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. So now there are 1 2 3 4 5. So we can write it as a 2 raised to power 5. So we need not to expand these exponents and and we can directly do it. So there is a formula. So if we do it directly, 2 raised to power 2 plus 3, so which is 2 raised to 5, which will give us the direct answer. So there is a formula. So we can write this formula as a raised to power m plus multiply a raised to power n will be equal to a raised to power m plus n. So we can write 2 raised to power 6 multiply by 2 raised to power 3 is equal to 2 raised to power 6 plus 3 is equal to 2 raised to power 9. Now let's see what happens when we divide power with the same basis. So here again 2 raised to power 3 divided by 2 raised to power 2, the base is same, which is 2. So let's see what happens. So we can write 2 raised to power 3 as 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, and then 2 raised to power 2 as 2 multiplied by 2. So we can cut 2 2's and the remaining is 2. So we can write 2, or we can write 2 raised to power 3 minus 2, which will give us the same number. So there is a formula again for dividing the power with the same base. We can say 2 raised to power, the formula is a raised to power m divided by a raised to power n will be a raised to power m minus n. So let's take one example. See this example, 2 raised to power 3 divided by 2 raised to power 4 will be 2 raised to power 6 minus 4, which will be 2 raised to power 2. So let's see what happens when we have power of powers. So here 2 raised to power 3 raised to power 2. So we can write it 2 raised to power 3 multiply by 2 raised to power 3, or we know it to, if we have to multiply exponent with same base, so we can simply add these two. So 3 plus 3, so here it will be 2 raised to power 6. So we can do it directly rather than expanding first and then adding. So we can directly say 2 raised to power 3 multiply by 2, 3 multiply by 2, which is 6, so 2 raised to power 6. So here the formula is a raised to power m raised to power n will be a raised to power m multiplied by n. So we can take an example, 5 raised to power 3 raised to power 2 will be 5 raised to power 3 multiplied by 2, which will be 5 raised to power 6.